Anon's crush laughs at his confession, regrets it later. Be me, 19-year-old Anon. College sophomore, awkward but trying to be social. Have massive crush on Stacy, the literal goddess of the campus. Stacy's an 11/10 with a smile capable of melting glaciers. Decide one day, fuck it, I'm going to confess my feelings. Plan the epic confession during Friday night house party. House party is a chaotic funhouse of beer, EDM, and questionable life choices. Spot Stacy chilling with her squad by the keg. Sweaty palmed and heart about to yeet out of my chest. Finally muster enough courage. Approach Stacy. Hey, Stacy, can I talk to you, privately? She agrees, friends giggle and ooze anticipation. Take Stacy to quieter corner of the party. Spill spaghetti through stammer and confess my undying love. Stacy bursts into laughter. Sounds like banshee mating call. Friends over here come rushing over, join in the laughter. Feel like I'm starring in the most humiliating rom-com ever. MFW dying inside but maintain a brave face. Decide to salvage dignity and vanish into the night. Fast forward 3 weeks later. Party incident now legendary meme material among friends. Consider changing identity and moving to remote island. Random Tuesday evening scrolling through Grindr out of boredom. Curiosity gets the better of me.x, swipe through profiles. Lo and behold, spot Stacy's boyfriend Chad. Dude's profile screams not so hetero. Feel the power of blessed karma. Decide to screenshot and keep for unknown reasons. Next college party rolls around. Chad's there being typical Chad. Spot him eyeing the jock boys with peculiar interest. Drinks flow, courage levels soar. Casually approach Stacy with confident grin. Mention seeing Chad's interesting Grindr profile. Stacy's face drops faster than Bitcoin after Elon tweets. She laughs nervously, accuses me of photoshopping. Propose she asks Chad directly if he likes Apple too. Weeks later, rumor mill churns. Stacy caught Chad in the act with one of her best guy friends. Relationship implodes, campus drama goes nuclear. Stacy, suddenly overly friendly, wants to hang out. Invited to Thursday night study session at her place. Arrive nervous but with positive trajectory. Study session morphs into cozy movie night. Unexpected plot twist. Stacy confesses she's into me. Brain.x has stopped working. Be me, brain still buffering after Stacy's confession. Try to process the fact that the goddess of the campus is now into me. Are you sure, 100% sure? She giggles, says something about realizing I'm different from other guys. MFW, I'm not like other guys because I'm literally a spaghetti fountain. Decide to play it cool, agree to see where this goes. Cue montage of hanging out with Stacy, coffee dates, study sessions, random late night deep talks. Campus starts buzzing with rumors about us. Chad's salty face every time he sees us together is priceless. One day, walking Stacy back to her dorm after grabbing pizza, suddenly hear loud bang from alleyway nearby. Turn around and see two shady dudes sprinting away. Look down and see a glowing briefcase just lying there like it's out of a Tarantino movie. Anon, don't touch it, Stacy says, clearly smarter than me. But curiosity commonsense.x. Open briefcase, blinding blue light spills out. Inside is some kind of futuristic gadget that looks like a cross between a Game Boy and a flux capacitor. Stacy's freaking out, says we should call the cops. I say, nah, this is clearly how main characters get their origin stories. Take the briefcase back to my dorm like the genius I am. Start messing with the gadget because what could possibly go wrong? Accidentally press a button and suddenly everything goes weird. Wake up in the middle of campus. But it's not my campus anymore. Dorms look like cyberpunk skyscrapers. Students are zipping around on hoverboards and wearing neon outfits straight out of Tron. Realize I've somehow been yeeted into the future. Stacy's there too because apparently she grabbed my arm right before the gadget activated. Anon, what did you do? She yells while I try not to panic. A group of futuristic security guards spots us and starts yelling something in a language I don't understand. Run. Sprint through neon-lit streets with Stacy, dodging hovercars and laser drones. End up hiding in a shady underground bar filled with aliens and robots. Barkeep looks like a sentient toaster, but speaks perfect English for some reason. Barkeep tells us the gadget we found is called the Nexus key, and it's super illegal. Only someone really stupid or really brave would mess with that thing, he says while eyeing me suspiciously. Suddenly realise we're being hunted by some kind of futuristic bounty hunters who want the Nexus key back. Stacy goes full action hero mode, grabs a laser gun off the wall, and starts blasting when they find us. End up escaping through some kind of wormhole portal created by the Nexus key. Wormhole spits us out, back in our own time. Or so we think. Dorms look normal again, but something feels off. Check my phone. Date says 2035. Anon, I think we overshot. End up stuck in 2035, trying to figure out how to use the Nexus key to get back to our own time while avoiding future bounty hunters and unraveling some kind of conspiracy involving Chad's descendants who apparently run an evil mega corporation now. MFW, all I wanted was to confess my feelings to Stacy, but now we're time travel fugitives. Be me still processing the fact that Stacy and I are fugitives in 2035. Chad's descendants apparently run Chad Corp, a mega empire that controls everything from hoverboard production to laser pizza delivery. Realise the Nexus key is the only thing that can get us back to 2025. Problem, it's out of power and needs some kind of quantum fuel to recharge. Stacy and I start digging for info about Chad Corp because where else would you find dystopian quantum fuel? Find out Chad Corp HQ is a massive skyscraper in the middle of Future City trademark. Decide to infiltrate because we clearly have no sense of self-preservation. Cue us sneaking into Chad Corp disguised as janitors. Stacy looks way too good in her futuristic janitor uniform, making it hard to focus on the mission. Somehow make it to the R&D lab where they're testing all kinds of crazy tech, including a prototype hoversuit that Stacy insists on stealing. Grab a vial of glowing blue liquid labelled Quantum Essence, because that sounds like what we need. Of course, alarms start blaring, because why wouldn't they? Suddenly surrounded by security drones and Chad Corp guards wearing sunglasses indoors like total tools. Just when I think we're screwed, Stacy activates the stolen hoversuit and goes full superhero mode. She's flipping through the air, blasting guards with laser beams and yelling, "Get the vial!" I grab the quantum essence and make a break for it, while Stacy covers me like an absolute legend. End up cornered by some dude who looks like Chad, but with a cybernetic arm. Turns out he's Chad's great-great-grandson, Chadwick Alpha. You thought you could steal from Chad Corp and get away with it? He sneers, looking like he just stepped out of a bad action movie. Bro, your ancestors peaked in college? I shoot back because I have no survival instincts. Chadwick Alpha lunges at me with his robot arm, but Stacy swoops in at the last second and drop kicks him into a wall. "Let's go, Anon!" she yells as she grabs my hand and drags me toward an escape pod, conveniently parked nearby. We launch out of the skyscraper in the pod, narrowly avoiding laser turrets and exploding drones. Finally have a moment to breathe as we soar above Future City trademark. "Anon, what if we can't fix this?" Stacy asks, looking genuinely worried for the first time since this whole mess started. "We'll figure it out," I say, trying to sound confident even though I'm internally screaming, land back at our hideout, aka the shady underground bar with the sentient toaster barkeep. Barkeep tells us we need to activate the Nexus key at the Chronos Spire, some ancient time travel temple located in the ruins of Old Earth. Problem: Old Earth is now a radioactive wasteland, crawling with mutant creatures and scavengers. Great, just great, Stacy mutters while loading up on laser guns. Fast forward to us trekking through post-apocalyptic deserts on our way to the Chronos Spire. Get attacked by mutant kangaroos because apparently Australia's wildlife only got worse over time. Stacy saves my life for like the 10th time by headshotting a mutant roo mid-leap. Finally reach the Chronos Spire, which looks like something straight out of an alien sci-fi movie. Inside is an ancient control panel, covered in glowing symbols that look suspiciously similar to memes from our time. I plug in the Nexus key and pour in the quantum essence, while Stacy keeps watch for bounty hunters or mutant roos. Suddenly hear a deep mechanical voice say, "Temporal recalibration initiated. Please select destination. 2025. Take us back to 2025. I yell like an idiot because apparently yelling at ancient tech is my go-to strategy. A portal starts forming, but then Chadwick Alpha bursts into the room with his goons. "You're not going anywhere," he shouts dramatically, because of course he does. Stacy goes full action hero again, taking down goons left and right while I try to keep the portal stable. Chadwick Alpha charges at me with his robot arm, but this time I'm ready. I grab a nearby mutant kangaroo skullwork and smash it over his head. "That's for ruining my confession," I yell as he collapses unconscious. Stacy grabs my hand and we dive into the portal just as it starts collapsing behind us. Wake up back on campus in 2025 like nothing ever happened, except now we're holding hands and everyone's staring at us like we just stepped off a spaceship. Did we just save the future?" Stacy asks, looking both confused and impressed. "I think so," I reply, trying not to sound too smug. End up becoming campus legends after rumours spread about us disappearing for weeks and then reappearing like nothing happened. Stacy and I officially start dating because apparently surviving time travel adventures together is the ultimate bonding experience. MFW, all I wanted was to confess my feelings, but ended up saving the timeline instead.